He prays all night for contracts, but never goes out in the morning to look for it. I was born in a family of 4. I am the youngest. When I started growing up, I knew my mom as a hardworking woman. She has been supplying and hawking, selling things and doing all sorts of work and business just to fend for the family. My mom has an elder brother who has always been against her marital choice. She also has wealthy uncles who doesn't care about how she fends for herself and her family. Even her husband, my supposed dad, doesn't even care. My dad is a Christian and take posture every midnight to pray, claiming that he's praying for God to bless him with a huge building contract. Whereas every blessed day, he sits at home all day, even on Sundays, watching television and sleeping. While I and my mom, with my elder sister, will go out to assist my mom to sell her things and bring back money home. While I was 17, something happened and I can't let go. My mom will bake pastries for us to sell on Sundays in church. As young as we were, if we make any loss from selling what my mom gave us to hawk, my daddy will flog us with wire. He always does the calculation and reconciliation when we return from church. Those days, I dread Sundays. My mom hawked food, produced soap, clothes, baked and worked as a cook to sustain home. She suffered to an extent that it was telling on her body. Sometimes I shed tears each time I look at her pictures before she got married to my dad. And now I have vowed not to marry until I separate her from my dad. But my mom kept saying that she's waiting for me to get married. She promised that once I get married that she's going to leave my dad. Though years back, there were times when my mom would want to leave my dad after being depressed by situations. But as naive as we were then, we will always plead on his behalf not to separate the family. She will always talk to him to pick up any job. Then he will always talk about his reputation. He said he cannot just do any million job. He's an electrician, but he would rather wait for a project that is not forthcoming rather than taking the security job offer that is staring at him. He will always accuse us of wanting to push him to an untimely death. He said, what if armed robbers come at night to attack while working as a security man? He suggested he pick up an Okada to ride, but he said he's clear seeing that we don't want him to be alive. He always make excuses for his laziness, tagging his spiritual forces and ancestral demons. All through my stay in my parents' house before I got married, my mother has never insulted my dad for once. Yes, they have arguments, but she have never for one day been violent or disgraced my dad. She makes the money, cook the food, and still say thanks after. That's why my dad was so relaxed. In church, they will help widows, but my mom will never be included because of my dad's figure in her life. While in the uni, I found out that my dad had other kids with another woman. 2 boys, 2 girls. He abandoned them too. We have contributed to open a small shop for my mom, but I cannot just forgive my dad. I am sad that I have to speak with him first before going to my mom because he's the only one that has his cell phone. I would rather say my mom gave him the phone we bought for him. Why I brought this here is because I'm in a dilemma whether to forgive my dad or allow God judge him for how he treated us, or work hard and take my mom to stay with me and separate him from his wife of over 30 years so he can be alone, serve and wait for nemesis, or call his other children to come and take him.